Doorsulate kit arrives, you're going to have a ready-to-go product. So you're going to have your Doorsulate panels. The panels are going to be silver facing out with the Velcro already attached and sewn on. You're going to put the white or black, depending on which color that you choose, facing you. So the inside is going to be whatever is rolled to the inside. Your panels are going to be numbered and ready to be installed. You're going to get your easy grip mounts. These can be cut to size, so these are ready to be installed as well. You're just going to peel that VHB tape backing. You're going to apply that to the door. But very important, the very first step is going to be prepping the door. You want to clean your door thoroughly, make sure that it's dry, and then prior to installing your VHB tape on the back side of your easy grip mount, you're going to want to prep with alcohol. We're going to give you a spray bottle to make it easier. You're going to provide isopropyl alcohol. You're also going to provide two other things you're going to want: a Sharpie, and you're going to have a really nice scissor. We're going to show you some installation videos on how to do all this, but this is what your kit's going to have, and then these are the things that you're going to need as well. So we're getting ready to finish up a panel door installation. I'm going to just show you a little bit about how we did the mounts and how we install the product. So here we have the struts. The product, as far as the Doorsulate, gets installed between the struts. So the mounts are going to go right on the strut, and you can kind of see how we put it all the way around the door in an even pattern. You can make your own pattern. No door is going to be the same. You'll probably want to make each panel the same, so you can do all this at once. So we already did all the mounts at one time, and then we're installing our Doorsulate. But you can see basically you're going to get these easy grip mounts with your kit. And you can use a scissor and you can just cut these pieces to size. They cut really easy. The scissor will go right through it, and you can make whatever sizes that you need. So in our case, we made 2-inch, 4-inch, and 1-inch. The 1-inch is just because this little bolt is a little bit over, and we want the corner of our Doorsulate to grab there. So we cut 1-inch, stuck that on, and did the same thing on all 4 sides. And that is our layout for our easy grip mounts. So panel 1 has a couple little unique tips and tricks that we're going to give you. So one, you're going to have Velcro that's going to be running down the middle of your panel. That Velcro is going to hit right here. The reason why is you're going to end up cutting it down the middle so that it's going to fit around this bracket. So the first step would be obviously putting your little mounts here. You don't have to do that on any other panel, just panel 1. And then you're going to measure from the top down to the bottom of that bracket. In my case, it's 7.5 inches. Whatever that measurement is, that's where you're going to, how far down you're going to cut. You're going to make a little sliver in the middle of your panel down that amount. Mine is going to be 7.5 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my panel, and I'm just going to lay it down on the ground. Now one other thing you'll notice that we do is we put the Velcro in 2 pieces, and that way you have a line. That line is exactly where you're going to cut. So you're going to cut 8 inches, 7.5 inches in my case, whatever the bottom of your hinge would be. That's what you're going to cut. In my case, 7.5. So at 7.5, that's where I'm going to stop. Get ready to install panel number 2. We've already alcohol and prepped and cleaned the door for our mounts, installed our mounts, and now we're installing the Doorsulate. So the Doorsulate will come ready to roll out in the right direction, which is going to be silver facing out. I'm going to come up and line this up with the edge, real nice and straight with this edge. I'm just going to come out a few feet to the middle. I'm going to tap it to the middle. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to make it where it's nice and snug up in this corner. You want to kind of like jam it in that corner, so it doesn't have to be flat. It's almost where you're making it have a bit of a seal in the corner. Once you have it nice and smooth, you can then start from the middle, tap the middle. Just try to keep it as little wrinkles as possible. The last step will just be cutting around for the hinges. So we've laid out our Doorsulate, and now it's time to cut for our hinges. On the panel style door, for the hinges on the side, most of them or some of them are buried underneath a strut. So we're not going to take any of these off. We're just going to cut around the hinge. Literally, we're just going to cut a U shape out of this part of this material so that it fits around here. So it's very simple. All you're going to do is come up and you're going to line it up as far as the inside of this Doorsulate to the hinge, and you try to get it nice and flat, just like that. Then you come and you take your Sharpie and you just put a little mark right here at the top of the hinge and the bottom of the hinge. That is where you want the Doorsulate to go around. And then you're just gonna cut this part out. So it's super simple. Just take a scissor. Now that you have these two lines and these two dots, I'm just gonna come up, cut a nice straight little line there, a nice little straight line there. And then just finish it off. And that's it. You're gonna end up doing that on all four sides. Same thing down here, and your Doorsulate is ready to save you energy. We're gonna do it the same as all the others. Just bring the material all the way over as far as you can so that it's lined up with the hinge. Take your Sharpie, and I'm gonna want our Doorsulate to land right here where these two top and bottom parts of the hinge are. So I'm just gonna put a little dot, just like always. Just take your scissor, just make a nice straight cut. And just simply come in. That's it.